the prophecy from Simeon, it says, "And you, Mary, a sword shall pierce your soul through and through, so that the thoughts of many hearts shall be revealed." It's a true prophecy, because 33 years later on the cross, Jesus was already dead. So the Roman soldiers did not have to break his leg bones, because if your legs are broken, you can't extend your body to gasp for air. And so just to make sure that he's truly dead, one soldier took up his spears and pierced his side through and through, from which blood and water was gushing forth. Not a trickle, but a gushing forth of blood and water. Water for us Catholics signifies the water of baptism. Blood signifies the Eucharist that you and I are about to partake. The Son's side will be pierced through and through, and beneath the cross, mystically, spiritually, according to the saints, Mary's soul is being pierced through and through. And it's fulfilled the prophecy of Simeon 33 years prior in the Temple of Jerusalem, so that the thoughts of many hearts shall be revealed. Many mystics, many saints, they cannot understand the mystery of the cross. How can the Son of God, the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end, takes on a human nature to die for mankind? It's unthinkable. It's unfathomable. We can't understand it. How can God be so humble in his stooping down, in his bending down, to gather creation into himself and bring them into the blessed life of the Holy Trinity? It's an otherworldly, mysterious concept. Unless his mother is at the cross helping us to understand the mystery of the cross, of salvation. Today's a perfect day for you to pray the joyful mystery. I love to pray that at the art museum area. You might see me over there, or anywhere in nature. It takes 20 minutes. And joyful mystery, as you know, Annunciation is the first one. Second one? Oh yeah, second one. The Visitation. Third, Nativity. Fourth, Presentation of the child Jesus in the temple. And fifth, the finding of the child Jesus in the temple. In Leviticus chapter 12, it says, when a woman gives birth to a male child, she's considered ritually improper. She has to make an offering to the Lord 40 days after his birth. If she has the means, she can offer a spotless lamb. If that's not doable, she can offer a pair of turtle doves or pigeons. And so Our Lady and St. Joseph, they're poor, they can only offer up turtle doves or pigeons. But I'm thinking, if they got all these gold, frankincense, and myrrh from the Magi, they have so much gold and money, can't they just buy up some, spotless lamb? Sure, they can afford it. But according to tradition, the Magi won't come for another year or two. They're from Persia somewhere. It's a long trip. So if you see the nativity card, it looks like at the birth of Jesus, the Magi is already there. But as I mentioned, it probably takes another year or two for them to visit the baby Jesus. And so Mary is without sin. She's sinless. She's pure. She can enter the temple. But she observes the law that she refrains herself from entering the temple in this 40-day period. When the 40-day period is over, she offered the pigeons. And Exodus chapter 13 says that when in the time of Moses, the Lord requires the Israelites to consecrate the firstborn son, and then sometime later, the Lord would say to the Levites, the Levitical tribe, that you need to offer up each firstborn son, the family must offer 5 shekels. 5 shekels to ransom the firstborn son from priestly service. St. Luke in today's gospel does not mention anything about the 5 shekels that need to be ransomed from priestly service. According to the saints and the mystics, our blessed Lord will be the ultimate ransom on the cross. Simeon said he will be a walking contradiction. This child is destined for the fall and rise of many in Israel, and he will be assigned to be contradicted. True, because 33 some years later on the cross, to the eyes of the Romans and the Pharisees and the Jewish authorities, he looks like a criminal on the cross, a slave, an insurrectionist. But to the eyes of St. John, the beloved, the gospel writer, he said, that's not a criminal, that's not a servant, he's a Lamb of God. John says, he's a Lamb of God. But it's ironic because a sacrifice in those days always takes place inside the city gates, inside the temple of Jerusalem, where the priest would slaughter the spotless lambs and pour the blood as a libation on the altar table as an offering to God. But here there's a new covenant, a new sacrifice. It to be offered not inside the city gates, not inside the temple, but outside the city gates on Mount Calvary. And there's no need of animals, but Jesus will be the perfect Lamb of God. He's a walking contradiction. And you yourself, Mary, your soul shall be pierced, so that the thoughts of many shall be revealed. All of us have so many thoughts and intentions in the heart, a lot of ambitions, desires, and dreams. If only we can offer them up to Mother Mary, so that your thoughts shall be revealed. To understand the mystery of the kingdom, we have a lot of knowledge, but knowledge is sitting up here. Only if we can combine knowledge with experiences and meditation, then that becomes wisdom. Wisdom to change 1,000,000 hearts. Every time I go to St. Charles Seminary, they have 40,000 books. I'm in awe. I said, if I can read all these books, it would be so amazing. Gather all this knowledge, take a walk in nature, do some meditation. Hopefully, with God's grace and with Mother Mary, that can become a wisdom to change hearts. When I help people in the confessional retreats, and all of you too, knowledge can become wisdom through Mary and with Mary. She's the only one qualified to reveal the thoughts of your hearts.